Hello, and thanks for joining us today on District Directions. I'm your hostess, Raven Teague. Thanks for joining us as we take a look at all the new and exciting changes taking place here within the city of Norman. First off, we'll take a look at what it takes to become the principal for a day within the school district. Then we'll see what's like to be the newest cool school for Fox 25. Then we'll learn the expectations and qualifications it takes to become a watchdog. And finally, we'll see the small productions that have finally made their way to the big stage. You're watching District Directions. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Channel 18 Stephanie Pham had the opportunity to take a look at what it takes to be principal for a day.
The Norman Public Schools Foundation recently hosted its annual Principal for a Day event. Members visited the schools and experienced the various classes offered.
First, this is one of our big luncheon and events of the year. We do a speaker event in the spring, but this is really one of our big events, and it's one of our big fundraising events. The second thing is, as a community member, I live in Norman. My kids go to Norman schools. My mom taught in Norman Public Schools. I went to Norman High.
As an elementary principal, the Principal for a Day program is important to me for a couple of reasons. First, it allows people from the community to get into our schools and see our teachers using the resources that the foundation has provided. Our teachers do an amazing job every day, and when they have those extra resources, they can go above and beyond and do some really extraordinary things. Also, when they get inside the schools, there are so much behind the scenes, so much effort and organization and individual care for our students that you don't get to see on a daily basis, and we really are proud of getting that word out to the community.
Well, besides being a parent, which is the most important thing for me, and my kids being in Norman Public Schools, whether I'm at the bank or at the Capitol, often we have this kind of 30,000 foot view, and we don't get to really see the intricacies of what's going on within our entire school system. And really the awesome work that the foundation is doing in the classrooms district-wide. And so this was a great opportunity to open my eyes, let me experience, I don't spend a lot of time in Norman High School, which is where I was today, and so it was just a really, really fantastic opportunity.
The biggest things is, first of all, I've gotten to award grants, which is actually going to the schools, surprising the teachers, telling them that they won grants, all the way up to $1,000. So it's not an insignificant amount of money. It's a really big deal to the teachers. You get to do it during, sometimes it's on a professional day, but it's in front of the whole schools, in front of all the teachers, and it becomes a really big deal, and you get to give a certificate awarding the grant, and you get to give them money, and it's a really big deal, and they're really excited.
Well, I think it's really important because, when people get to get in and see the excellence of the teachers and see the work that's really going on, almost without fail, it feels like everybody walks out thinking, I don't really know what I expected to see, but this was even beyond what I think I anticipated getting to see. And then you get to see the difference that, resources and those kind of things make. So I think it gives everybody a great sense of really good things are happening in our classrooms.
I think the Norman Public School Foundation is unique in the way that they engage the community. I think it's more than just contributing your dollars. I think it's us communicating with members of the community, them seeing the schools, and us getting out there what's best for our students and what's going to make them productive citizens after they graduate from Norman Public Schools.
The quality of education going on every single minute of the day in all of our schools in Norman Public Schools is quite remarkable, and the ability to be able to showcase that is a tremendous opportunity for us. It's great to do it once. We wish we could do this every single day for people just to see what's going on, and the opportunities that kids have every day in these classrooms is fantastic.
I think often people think that education's really between the school bells, and that's not the case. One, education is, starts before you go to school and ends after you're out of school every day. But also, and the cool thing about Norman Public Schools is they're so inviting. Whether I'm a watchdog or just doing a home, in homeroom or maybe test monitor, whatever the case may be, they're always welcome to parents and community members because they want them involved and part of the education process. And so I hope that a day like today is not only encouraging for me personally, but also encourages other adults in the community to be more involved. Whether you have a student that's in school or not, I think that the public schools will be excited to have you in the classroom.
It's first of all, I mentioned earlier, it's a big deal when you award these. They are really excited, genuinely excited to put to buy what they want with the funds that we provide and put it into practice in the classroom. We hear all the time testimonials about, hey, I purchased this set of books, or hey, I purchased this set of CDs, and here's what it's done for this particular student, or here's what it's done for this group of students. I mentioned the Lego robots earlier. Those Lego robots, 3 years after we awarded the grants, are still being used, and the teachers still say how much they enjoy it. So they've really gotten their money's worth. And I think the biggest thing is when we get to do these, the teachers just tell us flat out, hey, look, we couldn't have done this without the money that you guys provided us. And we couldn't have bought this without the money you provided us. Because as we all know right now, funding is tight. There's not a whole lot of it, and there's certainly not a whole lot of excess funds to go out and buy kind of whatever you want. So
We need more, we always need more. So to allow those teachers that creativity and autonomy within the classrooms, this gives them the ability to do so. So the more we can get involvement from the community with financial support, the better.
Yeah, and I would say the same thing, and I think it's financial, and I think it's even beyond that. So just the community members knowing what's going on, the foundation supporters, the patrons, being in the school, knowing the work that's going on, well, when they go back to their circles of friends, when they go back to their neighborhood, their workplace, they can speak firsthand, and they're excited about the work going on in the school, and that breeds excitement community-wide. So it's kind of this ripple effect of support.
For Channel 18 and District Directions, I'm Stephanie Pham.
We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with more District Directions.
Everybody got the reason, everybody got the way. We're just catching and releasing what builds up throughout the day. It gets into your...
Hey Jay, there you are.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
I was gonna show you my package for TNT, but I guess I'll go show Anthony. Bye.
Alright, stop, collaborate and listen. I sit back with my brand new invention. Yo, VIP. Let's kick it. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Yo, man, let's get out of here. Word to your mother. Ice, ice, baby.
Come on, let it go. Just let it be. Why don't you be you? You're not me.
Thanks for tuning in to District Directions. Earlier this month, I had the opportunity to check out Norman North being honored as Fox 25's newest cool school.
This is our cool school of the week, and what we do, we highlight local Oklahoma high schools and kind of just show the good that comes out of it. We want to showcase the students and how all the great things that come out from everything from the sports, not only sports, the band, and then like we're doing for the performing arts as well. So we like showing that because first off, I like doing it. It's fun. I get to wear a jersey. I get to have some fun.
Awesome.
And, yeah, you know,
Nice.
and I get to go back to high school every week. It's kind of fun. So we chose Norman North because there's been so many great, not only academics have come out here, but also, you know, look at this place. I mean, this place is unbelievable. So a lot of people don't realize the resources that these high schools have, including Norman North. That's why we're coming out.
boss, I'm done cleaning. You want to check out this package with me?
Yeah, hold that thought. I'm a little busy. Yeah, is this corporate? I need some help down here.
Come on. Na, 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 come on.
And welcome back to District Directions. I'm currently at Monroe Elementary with Mr. Doug Kennan. How are you doing?
Doing great, thank you.
Awesome. Now, you're a watchdog here. For people who may not know, could you let us know what is a watchdog?
Watchdog is a helper. I do whatever needs to be done. I've helped in the lunchroom today. I've checked on doors. I've walked kids to class. I've helped the Santa shopping down in the gym. Just kind of whatever needs to be done. I make ice bags for the nurse and just try to help and be however you can, whatever you can do to help.
Now, what made you want to become a watchdog?
I've got a daughter that's a kindergartner here at Monroe, and I want to be involved in her school and education process. My family were lifelong educators. My mother and father both lifelong coaches and teachers, and I saw, that the involvement is very important. So I'm fortunate that I have a job that allows me some time, that flexibility, very close to here, and so I have freedom of time, and I want to be here for my daughter. So I came and ate lunch with her, and then I hung out the rest of the day here at the school and like to bump fists with the kids and just have a good time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We greatly appreciate it. And Channel 18, Stephanie Pham, did a package to see what it takes to become a watchdog.
Students and faculty at Monroe Elementary can rest a little easier knowing that they have a few watchdogs on site. I spoke with Andy Gibson about how he became involved with the program.
I became involved with the Watchdogs program last year when my daughter started attending Monroe Elementary as a kindergartner. So this is my second year. She's in first grade here. And Watchdogs is dads of great students. And it's something that I didn't know anything about until I came here to the back to school night as a kindergartner or a dad of a kindergartner, and I think it was started. I think I heard it was started at a school in Arkansas, and a couple other schools here in the Norman districts. So basically what it is dads and granddads are volunteer to come in and just help out wherever they're needed, kind of be an extra eyes and ears for the school, help out in the office, help out security-wise, which really is rarely needed, but just kind of be an extra person in the school and try to be a good, usually male influence for the school and for the kids. I think it's important to have a program like Watchdogs to provide that good male influence. They have a lot of interaction, great interaction. The students have a lot of great interaction with, female teachers, which is awesome. But it's also nice to see some males walking around and being good citizens, I think, in the school. At least in elementary, here at Monroe, you don't see a lot of males, so it's good to see some dads and granddads walking around and just being good citizens, I think, in the school and helping out. And I think it's nice also, when I'm not helping out, on the days I'm not helping out, it helps me, gives me a peace of mind to know that there's another watchdog there, just kind of keeping an eye on things. It makes me feel better on those days that I'm not watchdogging. So as individuals, as watchdogs, we do it on a monthly basis. Typically we do 4 hours a month. So you either take a morning or an afternoon shift. We have a great program here at Monroe and enough volunteers that typically that's all we do, and it works out well. So usually you do 4 hours in the morning, and then somebody comes in and relieves you for the afternoon, or vice versa. Every once in a while you might do 2 shifts a month, but luckily we have enough great volunteers here that you do 4 hours a month, and that's it. I love doing it. I like to come in and interact with the students. I don't even know, the majority of the students, but I still like to interact with them and, just tell them to have a great day, or how's it going, or comment on their OU sweatshirt, or their, whatever they're wearing, or their Charlie Brown lunchbox. Hey, I love that lunchbox, whatever it is. I just like to interact with the students, and typically, I work the morning shift, and they're not even awake, and they might not even say anything back to me, but I don't care, because I've had my cup of coffee, and I like to, have a little bit of fun with them in the morning, and maybe they'll think about it a little bit later, and they'll say, oh, that watchdog had a good attitude that morning, and maybe they'll remember later and have a good response. Contact the front office, and they could give them more information on how to be a watchdog. I would love to see, and I think probably Norman Public Schools would love to see more schools have watchdog programs. I think it is a plus for the schools. I think it's a win-win. More volunteers are involved in the schools. It's great for the students. I think it's great for the parents that get involved. And I think it's just a huge positive for the whole community when there's a watchdog program.
Well, it was another successful watchdog day, and my shift is over, so I'm going to be headed home. Thanks, guys.
For Channel 18 and District Directions, I'm Stephanie Pham.
Welcome back to District Directions. We're currently at Jackson Elementary School, where Channel 18's Ricardo Urso got to check out their second grade's production of It's a Jungle Out There.
Recently, Jackson Elementary held their annual second grade music program. This year, the theme was called It's a Jungle Out There. Drew was the king of the jungle, one of the main roles in this play. He shares what this play meant to him.
King and a queen, and they sent 2 people, Spots and Stripes, to go find the key to happiness for them.
And that's just what the second graders at Jackson did. They sang through each song until the key of happiness was found. This is Ricardo Urso, signing out for District Directions, Channel 18.
And Finally, Channel 18's Josh McGill was invited to Cleveland Elementary's production of Night Movies. It was put on by their 3rd grade class, and we got front row seats.
At Cleveland Elementary School, the 3rd grade performed and told us about what it's like to go to the movies and talked about several genres.
Welcome to our 3rd grade program where we'll treat you to a night at the movies.
After listening to all those pretty movie clips, I'm ready for some popcorn.
Oh yeah. Extra butter for me, please. My movie's not complete unless I have an icy. Nah, just give me some Raisinets and sour straws.
I don't know about y'all, but I go all out and order dinner from the diner.
Ever since the war came to town, we've been spoiled with all these different food options. They have those super nice red velvet seats too.
And Mom and Dad can hang out in the balcony while all the adults hang out.
Well, no matter what your snack of choices, the movies have always been a place where you can go to escape. We can leave reality behind and get lost in some awesome stories. Some real, some fantasy.
With all these special effects and surround sound audios, nowadays it feels like you're really there.
But it wasn't always that way. When movies were first being made, they were short and they were silent. Western movies were the beginning of action movies. We love action movies. How are you supposed to live out your dreams of being an action hero without getting a single scrape or bruise? Oh man, I am so ready. I'm riding to the danger zone.
sorts of movies.
Escape. Funny. Spelled just like escape.
They're not gonna catch us. We're on a mission from God.
I'm in a glass case of emotions.
Shirley, you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
And I got downhearted every time that I boom. Not in front of the
Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have today for District Directions. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to join us next week as we take a look at different changes and innovations taking place within the city of Norman. I'm Raven Teague. See you next time.